as a Mars-ruled person at 6 degrees. And I do have a Sun conjunct Mars conjunct Pluto. I could tell you, with it being in Scorpio, how that it's gone Kazemi. I didn't bring it into consciousness, but it's just the more and more we become conscious. Boy, that's saying something big for Mars, you know. We're becoming conscious, huh? Well, leave it to Mars going behind the sun, which that's what Kazemi means. It just means that it's, and figuratively, it's getting a little bath behind the sun. Mars is. The thing about Mars is like it'll do that, I think,
Rufus hates being stuck inside. Luckily, Amy saved Big at
every
Amazon.
every 2 years or something, or maybe even 3 or 4, it will finally conjunct the sun and go Kazemi. I know, see, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's like every 2.5 years or something. I know that I was born with the sun doing Kazemi. I mean, it's really close. It's not all the way. It actually does hit an exact degree on the 17th. And did I get all that mixed up again? But the bottom line for me is most likely yes. Having Mars disappeared like that, I've been feeling, for whatever reason, I really don't know why. I mean, there is an exaggerated thing going on. It could exaggerate with the Scorpio thing for everybody. There's an exaggeration of our woundedness, kind of the subconscious thing going on that could be going on, you know. Um, but so on top of that, though, I mean, I'm with these days, just a couple days here now, and it's heading towards the exact degree that the Mars will be Kazemi, right behind the sun. Pardon me while I tried to get it together here. Should get it together before I hit record. But me being an Aquarius moon, I'll tell you, I like watching people's homemade videos, you know, and it's just something like you just get lost, and especially when they start talking about their mother-in-law and the store run that they made. Man, you know, I'm hanging on to every word, believe it or not. So bear with me as I get just as boring with my book here and trying to get into. Well, I was trying to tell us about what is the sun exactly doing with Mars. It's catching up with Mars here in Scorpio, and it's looking like right at on Sunday here on the 19th, which reminds me of that's my friend's birthday. It's a sun conjunct Mars, which isn't a big deal, you know. I mean, it happens every 2 years or something. I was born with the sun conjunct Mars. You just have to know that it's a time of hyperactive something, and that's why we're saying, well, it being in Scorpio, it's like a hyperactive look at the scorpionic issues, which rules other people's money. It does rule sex. It rules intense things like that. The truth, life, and death, you know, the gnarlier things of life. The truth. Halloween, the witch, the skeleton, you know, and so it's intensifying behind the sun in Scorpio at late degree, no less. The degree, I can tell you, these people, um, you know, it's not that scary. You have to be scary, you know, to have that much power, really. It just seems scary. It just seems scary. But if you really knew a Scorpio, personally, um, part of their makeup is to handle their energy through generosity and 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 providing experiences. It's Mars ruled, so it's very much about the experience thing, you know, like this is a physical thing, and so it's sexual. It's also not just that, it's creative, it's hands-on, it's very deep with all the experiences. I'm just trying to tell you, getting into the late degree here, um, of Scorpio, how that well, Mars is going to go right behind the Sun and go Kazemi, and see, for the Mars ruled, for people like me, I can feel the intensity of the Mars that's there and the work that's being done in my house of transformation and looking into these things for everybody. I mean, of course, I'm going through it, you're going through, everybody's going through it. Um, and so, but to mention that Neptune is trining these planets. Actually, it's involved. See, Neptune is at, well, it's at 24, so it's been trining. It's doing this trine, and that's what's been interesting for me. For me, um, I'm coming to terms with some things about my life. It's interesting, but for the most part, though, people, ladies and gentlemen, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I mean, I was told, my guides have been telling me that I have gone quiet over Facebook. It's been really hard with the Mars doing whatever it's doing, the subconscious trying to pull up all of this. I've been experiencing a lot of pain. And a lot of people are probably going through this, and a lot of people probably don't know how to deal with this, and they're messing with other people. It's like, will you please take care of your work, because a lot of things are going to be exaggerating, right? Especially in, you could say especially in, but I would say yes, because Uranus is in Taurus. The Venus ruled um, sign has unpredictable planet of Uranus in it. Venus rules our relationship, our love relationships. It does rule our monies, our value system, Taurus. Opposite Scorpio. This is what's involved with, it's been going on for the rest of the month. The new moon involves this exact uh, Mars and Moon and Sun. They're kind of doing a little dance here, opposition with to Uranus, which the Uranus and Taurus has been working on our values for the whole entire globe, and it does involve the Earth. The Earth is also saying, excuse me, you cannot exclude me from being one of the key things that is needed for you to gain an insight as to what feels good here and therefore what you should value. God, like, what? It's so hard to talk about these things. Like, what order does it go into? And this shit does go in order. And if you cannot speak, this is where we are now. Possibly, I'm going to post this. Um, we have a sextile between Venus and Mercury. Is the only thing that's like helping us. If people like me and you and whoever might be semi-alert, say something now. Now your words can be most effective. It's probably going to be more constructive. Like, really, I'm trying to be constructive with what I've been trying to say lately. But you want to watch out for the Scorpio energy, and we're not through. See, over the weekend here, babes, we have well, what is it? I'm so confused. And the videos that you see coming up, I'm mentioning that I'm making them. I made them a week ago, and I posted them ahead of this video. I'm gonna post this video on the 16th or something. And I don't know why I've been doing that. It's an experiment. Let's see what the results of that. And so far, it's just totally negative because uh, I made the videos when I was going through a Mars square my moon and Sun square my moon, and it's just so full of energy, and I'm wigged out, and even I'm also doing great, uh, well, because it kind of does something with my Jupiter. And I made so many videos on this day when I was being aspected by Mars, and then Mars is going Kazemi now, and I'm just shutting straight up. But really, I was, we're here to communicate. We can say something through this time of transition. It's big time transition time. If you're lucky, you're next to a transformational guru. who's just going to say, oh, do you feel it coming? Here comes a wave. We're not going to ignore this. Are you kidding me? I'm not just sitting here in the ocean either. You're here too, and don't you have some work to do? It does have to do with these underlying issues. Let's talk about money and sex and the truth and all of these things that we run from, and what is it really, and is it really there? And no, we take the mask off and we're having a jolly good old time. It's Halloween. Trick or treat. Let's have fun. Are we having fun yet? Oh my God. See, I'm pretty sure I come from a line of people called Wyatts. It's like, why are we here? Well, it's to have fun. Wyatt has fun. It's to have fun. We're not saying shirk responsibilities and everything. And what is the responsibility but to just keep playing? Keep playing. I think the reason why it's got so seriously fucked up, I mean, seriously, it's gotten seriously messed up is because everybody's taking it so damn seriously. And that's one serious problem. Now, too much seriousness compounds more seriousness. Totally useless. You're abandoning your intelligence. Really, what I think you are is afraid to play. That's a serious subject matter. Ask any child. They are serious about playing. Do not disturb them. Not in the middle of being 3 years old. Are you kidding?